gym. Not me. And I say that for the obvious reasons. Not me going to the gym because going to the gym and having a more, having abs is not going to make for better communication. You know what I mean? Having a dope lace front is not going to make for a better situation. Having a bomb ass apartment is not going to, it might help in some way, shape, or form, but really the thing that has most solidified the relationship that I'm in is the work that I've done on myself. It's almost like when you buy a house. Everyone values what you can see in the house. So I value the kitchen. You guys look like you spent so much money on the kitchen. I value the bathroom. You guys look like you spent so much money on the bathroom. It looks amazing. However, you might go into another house and the kitchen is mediocre. The bathroom is decent. It's doable. However, they got all new windows. The foundation has been relaid and they just got all new electrical work. Now, that's not anything that you're going to be able to see into the house. And in actuality, more times than not, it doesn't add any incremental value to the buyer. It means nothing to them because they can't see it. Now, if they had to spend their money on it, it would be a different story. You can't see sometimes the work that is necessary for you to do. You can't see it. You look shiny you're like the house. The kitchen looks great. The bathroom looks great. However, it needs all new electrical. It needs a new foundation. The roof is fucked. The fucking pipes are shit. But when you walk into the house, it looks amazing. Everything is well lit. New hardwood floors. There's an island. There's all of this shit. But it's worth nothing if you need all new electrical and all new pipes and the foundation is fucked. So if I can tell you anything, do the work that perhaps no one can see. Do the work that perhaps to someone who's coming, who's only looking for the shiny, it doesn't mean anything to them. And it won't mean anything to them because they're not out here looking for somebody who is, who's got the right foundation, whose electrical is all new. You know what I mean? Whose roof is not going to leak on them in 6 months. That's not what we out here looking for. We out here looking for shiny kitchens and new bathrooms. When in actuality, what we should be looking for is great foundations and things that, you know what? I can't pay for a whole new pipe system. I can't pay for a new electrical system. I can't pay for you to have done the work on yourself, for you to deal with your daddy issues, for you to deal with your mommy issues, for you to deal with your vulnerability issues. I don't see that stuff. You look good though. I'd much rather have somebody who did the work than I would to have someone who just looks shiny from the outside. And it's definitely a challenge to yourself because do the work. Don't worry about looking good from the outside. You're going to get that business started. You're going to finish school. You're going to buy that house. Hell, you're going to start doing that devotion that you promised yourself you was going to do 6 months ago. You're going to start. You're going to start. Because that kind of stuff, the stuff that no one will give you, they're not going to give you the credit for it because they just won't walk up on you and see it. But that kind of stuff is the stuff that means everything to a relationship. I mean, honestly, it's really not so much about all of the stuff that you can live with. You know what I mean? Oh, I could deal with the fact that he blah, 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 blah. I could deal with the fact that this nigga maybe doesn't have a college degree. I could deal with the fact that maybe he has, 2 or 3 kids out of wedlock. I could deal with the fact that this girl got a lot of bodies on her. I could deal with the fact that this girl, she has a couple of kids. You know what I mean? She got some situations on her. I could deal with the fact that this, right now you between jobs and you just, you work it every day. You putting yourself out there. You're trying. I could deal with all of that stuff. But what I realized in getting into the current relationship that I'm in, that it's not so much about all of the things that I can live with, but it's everything that I can't live without. And this person provides that. So I know it's sappy and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe you are actually talking like this. But it's true. It's not so much about all of the stuff that you cannot, I can deal with this. I can deal with that, because you are going to make a series of compromises. And in that effort, you're going to try to not compromise yourself. Because when you compromise yourself, your partner will never be able to pay you back for that. They're never going to be able to do anything that's good enough to make you feel like you compromising yourself was worth it, because that's a personal issue. So do the work. And you know what? If I could tell you one last thing, do the work so that you're discerning enough to follow your own heart when it comes to matters of the heart that only have to do with you and one other person. Do the work enough for that. Because it's great to have accountability partners in your corner and people who are great advisors. We talked about the distant advisors, the designated advisors, but it's the divine advisor that means everything. So if you can get that for yourself, you'll be golden. It doesn't mean that the relationship will work out perfectly, but you'll be okay. I love coming together with you guys. You guys mean everything to me. I love you. Thank you so much for listening. All new episode of A Seat at the Table podcast. Yeah. Hopefully we'll join each other again next week. Till then, love, peace, and more life. Bye, y'all.
The podcast you just heard was recorded with Anchor. If you want to make your own, download the Android or iOS app completely free from anchor.fm/podcast. That's anchor.fm/podcast.